Well, the 1960s were an incredibly important generation, and they brought a new kind of culture which questioned everything that had gone before. So there was this culture clash that is spoken of, starting with the 1960s. And that particular generation was important because demographically they were huge in number. The servicemen returning after the war produced a generation that was numerically huge and made a big difference to the West in that sort of way. But actually, at a deeper level, there was a shift in culture because here was a generation that were for the first time expressing their identity. The invention of the teenager had come on the scene. And as we look at the 60s, that particular generation has redefined every decade in which they've lived. So they defined what it was to be a teenager, and then what it meant to be in your 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and so on. And even now, Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney are redefining what it means to live in your 70s. Whoever thought you could be a pop star and go touring around the world in your 70s? Well, they do think that now. So that's been a fascinating generation that has brought into being a new kind of culture, and that culture has been tied up deeply with the idea of self-actualization, the autonomous self, what some sociologists call individualization. It's a kind of extreme individualism that really makes it very difficult for any kind of institution to survive, whether that be an organized social institution or whether it simply be institutions like that of the family or even of marriage. So that has made a huge change, and it was the 60s that brought that culture clash about.